Hi, so I'm Johnny Smith, the CEO of the Crusader Group. And what I'm going to show you in this video is how I scaled the business up from 250k to 1.6 million at the group's worth now. So basically, when I started, there was me and one other guy, and it was all just engineer focus. How do I get more work? What do I do? And it was like it took us a few years of just stumbling around to figure out, well, hold on, we need a lot more work. We need a lot more guys to facilitate this. And we need to spend loads more advertising. I mean, advertising is probably one of the biggest things to give you the most amount of work back. Because I used to cold call, knock on doors, give cards, and you'd be getting like one back a day, maybe two. And don't get us wrong, I think it's a baptism of fire. You need to do that because you learn so much by doing it. But it's nowadays, ads is the best way, whether that's Facebook ads, whether that's pay-per-click, whether that's even leaflet dropping, anything to get more work in. As long as you get return on ad spend, it's definitely worth doing. So now we've grew a few people each year, and we're just on to the 25th person for the group now. So by this time next year, I want to be on 35 to 40 people with the scale of up to 3 million. So when I took over from my dad 6 years ago, it was basically one man and myself. And it was basically like, do we need another person? We've got too much work for one person. Should we get another person? And I mean, you jump the gun, you get person, you go, oh, I've got the work for them. And then you'd be out cold calling, trying to find the work. Where now it's like, right, I need to put more money on ads. You work out the figures and go, right, can we afford another person? Yes. Okay, get them in, right. Boost the advertising spend to get more work in, which then funnels them. But I think one of the things which I never really encountered for was obviously you get more work, which is great. You get more guys, which is fantastic to facilitate the work. But then you've got this like level of management, office staff, people who obviously don't generate the work, but they're necessary for the work to be carried out. So then they always like you go down in profit to then take someone on, to then take advertising, then advertise, to then take admin staff on, to get the guys, you go down in profit to then go up. So it's like a very back and forth to go forward, which is where obviously I didn't realize that at the time, because I think, oh, hold on, I've got to take all these people on, I'm going to lose more money. And you've got to go backwards to go forward. It's quite a lot in business, I think. So when my dad started the company up, he just basically didn't want to work for someone else. He just wanted to have his own. He knew he could do it himself. He knew he could do exactly what he's doing for that company, but to start up on his own and do it better, really, and not have a boss, which he did that for, I think, about 10 years. And he loved it. And then as soon as he came off the tools, he gets stressed, didn't really enjoy it as much. It was more of like a hard-working job, where when I took over, I thought, well, hold on, I don't want to just a job. I want to grow this into like be the best fire company out there. So then as we've grown, now I want to be the best national fire company out there. When that's where I went into security and all these other services. So he just, after he started getting stressing, he just wanted to retire. He was like, I'm done. I'm happy you growing it. So then he gave it to me, and then since then, obviously up to 25 people now, and we're not stopping. We're not stopping until we reach the full country, really. So I worked within the business for about 6 or 7 years until he retired. And then when he retired, that's when I took over sort of for the operations and the phone and the emails and all that, and learned a lot. He was obviously still there guiding things in, but it was good because I learned a lot by doing, really. So I think that's the best way, really. If you fall forward, you're going to fall forward fast and learn fast. So then you can go again. So basically, when I first started growing the business, it was cold calling, it was leaflet dropping, it was putting on social media, trying to get friends of friends, trying to get any business I possibly could. But that's very, very slow. Don't get us wrong, it got enough so we get more people in. But what I realized is it's all on the internet. People search, I want this, they Google it, like, I need this today, I need it now. So then we start putting loads of money into Google ads, which grew us quite well. And then social ads, and then just get your reputation out there. So like we can get more and more leads. And I want to do everything today, so then we've got more people on, so we could do the work quicker. So if a job comes in, we'll go, right, we'll go today. Move everything back, we'll go today. So then it's just faster for the customer. And that's the way we're going to scale until we've saturated that so much that then we're going to start getting other companies in, buying other companies, and scaling it that way. So by this time next year, I want to lease another 25 staff, So I want to double the turnover, no questions about. And then the year after that, I want to be getting 5 million. I want to get up to 10 million in the next 5 years. And I want us to say the culture, keep the culture how it is, because we'll have like every 3 months we'll have a team building day. We'll go out, we'll do different events, and I just want to scale that. So then the bigger we grow, we still have that core value. So everyone's still part of the team. But we don't ever lose that. I think the biggest challenge to get to 10 million is going to be, funding. At the moment, I'm putting everything I possibly can in the company so it can grow, taking such a small wage so it can scale this company as big as possible. Because that's all I want to do is scale massively. I'm not bothered about the money, I'm more bothered about the company to grow to the size it needs to be. To the funding side of it, and then keeping the culture the same, because I'll be taking other companies on, grabbing them into the group, and I want them to have the same values as the current Crusaders have. So I think it's going to be a bit to and fro to get it right, but I think that's going to be the biggest challenge. So the reason I'm making this video to put the content out there is so that people can follow and move faster. Because obviously it took me I would say about 6 years to start realizing what I'm doing, and now I'm like, oh, I know exactly what to do. Right, let's go to the moon. Where if I can help someone, they can do that in 2 years, 1 year. That sounds great, because I love business. I'm obsessed with business, and I just want to, if I can help anyone who's to get to this point faster than I did, that just sounds like ideal for me. That's why if anyone wants to messages or just get in touch, I'll help anywhere I possibly can. So I never really had any money growing up. So when I went into business, I was like, right, I want to be a billionaire, whatever it is. I want to get as much money as I possibly can. And then it wasn't until I'd say the last couple of years where I thought, well, money's really just a tool that you can use to do more things. I don't really want all the flash lifestyle. I just want to grow this company up. So I'm happy having no money. If money comes along, great. I just want to grow this group to the biggest it possibly can be. And that means anyone who works for me can scale with us. They can get better paid jobs, they can climb the ladder. That's what they want, because the bigger the company goes, there's more opportunity for everyone. That's more development, that's more higher paid jobs, that's everything. So I don't think I'll ever sell the business, not if even if Stuart Figg comes across. Maybe 25 years down the line, I might change my tune, but right now, I'm just loving the build, and I'll never change. Up to the moon where we go. I think if the right person came along, an investment opportunity, and they were like, oh, we can help, we can benefit the growth, yeah, I'd be open to that, definitely. So I think building a business is quite hard. It's a lot of stress, a lot of late nights, a lot of never switching off. I don't think I ever do. But I feel like what keeps me sort of stable and just right is I do the cold plunge nearly every day, if not every day. And then I go to the gym every morning, because as soon as I do that, I put myself through a high stressful at the gym. And then the rest of the day, I'm just like, oh, whatever comes across. It's easy. Someone's upset, someone calls in sick, there's nothing really phases you, because you've already put yourself through that mental fatigue that you're like, oh, I'm ready for the day. I'm ready for anything that the world's going to throw me today. And then also the harder decisions that you make per day, it's like a callus. So then you can then make more decisions. So then the harder the decision you make today means tomorrow's decision is nothing. So always look for the harder decision, because you're just going to grow from it massively. You get better and better. I think it took quite a while for me to get to this point, because I was working a lot in the business, which is mentally taxing if you're trying to do the job, but then also trying to think about growth. And then you're also trying to go, oh, well, I need to get the scent out, and I need to also finish that job. And then as soon as I got a few people under me and they were doing the job and they were doing a mint job, I realized I don't have to do the job. I can orchestrate it. I can operationally be on top and just go, right, this needs done. And then you're on it more. You see more of the pieces. You can move faster. And I don't know if that's a personality trait, or it's just, I feel like as I've evolved, I've then fell into that role and been like, I love this. Where I used to be like, oh, I don't want to ever leave the tools, because I love being on the tools. I love finishing a job and talking to the customer and making it great. Where now it's like, oh, I know that I can send the guys and they'll do a mint job. And then I'm like, I'm away from it and thinking, right, can I manage this any better? Can we make this better for the customer? Can I get the guys doing more? How do I work it? And I feel like the mentalness has come over time of doing more and more hard stuff. So what I want to do is I want to document my journey all the way up until 20, 30 years if I do sell, whatever it is. I want to document it all the way so anyone just follow in the footsteps and get there faster. That's the aim of this video, really. So I'll be putting this content up every month. So if there's anything you want to talk about, anything you're unsure about, drop us a message, then like and subscribe, and you'll see more.